courses, because there is a great cooperation between the project of slums of Mr. Mohammed Subhi and the CIC in Scandinavia.
Okay. Is there a minimum age for volunteers?
No.
Okay.
Would you like to join?
I would love to, but actually I was thinking about making my children join too. This is why I'm asking about the minimum age.
Not too young,
because I'm asking about, now you're targeting university students there.
Yes.
Why didn't you target as well school students? Because for example, in my son's school, they have a volunteer day where they try to help the younger students and try to do activity work and go to charity work and go to orphanages and so on and so forth. So utilizing this age also is very important, because I believe it starts with the grassroots level.
They just can pay visits, but they can deal with people living there.
They can.
Their awareness, just not to deal, because it's very risky.
They can just pay visits.
But they can at least, like paint something, do some activities, not necessarily put them on the front line and make them deal with the people there, but they can do some activities like collecting garbage, like painting something, like cleaning
But
places.
this is before they come, before to be transformed from that place to...
But now that there is a new place is there, I think...
You need to change first their mentality, their lifestyle, the way they think, in whatever the awareness that the volunteers, the awareness course that the volunteers will take, is how to change their mindset, because they live on different bases that we know. They think it in a different way. Their lifestyle is somehow weird. They have things that they say that it's right, and sure, it's wrong, even in religion. So we must concentrate.
You're talking about the people in slums.
Yes, of course.
And does the program include education and improving living standards?
Yes, there are schools inside the city and everything. Even if how to end this thread of spreading slums in Egypt, because it's
phenomena.
Yes, we have to end it up. So it's a good start, and we have to focus on. And mainly Mr. Subhi always say a good word, instead of build your country instead of carrying something to destroy it. So it's the time of building, I think, and that we must focus on.
Okay. Mr. Amr, I would like to ask you about the students of the university. Did they try to talk to other students from other universities and try to get them in and volunteer to the project?
Sure, of course, definitely. Our students are always actually engaged in different activities with other universities, from sports tournaments, you name it, from sports tournaments, scientific tournaments, and so on and so forth. When it comes to community development, definitely it is. We try to create this, sort of competition, who can actually achieve more. And this is very, very healthy for this process, because it takes a lot of effort and a lot of dedication, and it's selfless, basically. There is nothing you gain out of this except self-satisfaction, that you know that you're doing something, utilizing your knowledge, and you know for sure that this will pay off. So once it pays off, it just you cannot even describe it. It's unbelievably rewarding for the students. So definitely. And adding to the idea of school students, I think their role will come later on, inshallah, when Mr. Mohammed Subhi's initiative is up on the ground and things are actually more developed. I think, yes, in a more organized fashion, school students definitely will have a part in this. Why not? Because as we said, one of the goals is to incorporate these slum areas and those people who we think are enclosed in their own cocoons and we know nothing about, in the normal thread of society, to deal with them with no fear and with no restrictions. But it just will take some time.
But I believe, adding to this, it's not only about dealing with the people as much as it's all about rebuilding a new country, or rebuilding the country.
Exactly.
And this is the whole
everyone
idea.
is willing. You can't, we are usually stunned by the amount of dedication our students give, the amount of time even, and how they manage their time between studying and actually getting things done and contributing to community at the same time. So it's fascinating, and this is the only way to really learn in a selfless, collaborative effort to develop and incorporate skills. This is how you actually apply practicality in real life.
Okay, moving to the symposium that was held recently in Media Production City. Can you tell us more about it?
It was by Dr. Salwa Al-Gharib, the head of the academy, and Mr. Hassan Hamid. And the number of students, as I told you at the beginning, was about 1,000, for example. It was the first time to make just like a committee as we.
This is part of the symposium?
This is part of the video. It was very interesting. Mr. Mohammed Sobhi didn't want to leave them. They were asking a lot of questions in different fields. They were asking about media, about sarcastic shows. They were asking why he refused to be
nominated
as
Minister of Culture.
Yeah, right. And they refused, and they asked him a lot of different questions in different fields, and he replied them in everything, whatever they are asking. And also he kept on talking on basics and ethics and their attitude in college and their role towards Egypt and what they should do and what they should boycott, and even the cinema, the films of the nowadays that we watch. He asked them to stop watching and to stop going to those films that
only encourage violence.
Not only violence, and where the ethics in it. So it's an open discussion. It was very interesting. The students were very excited, and it was really effective.
Okay. Now I want to know from you whether there are any NGOs involved in the project or not.
No, there is no NGO. It's an NGO, the El Salam City, or the project of slums.
So there is no collaboration with other
it's a board of directors, but the head is Mr. Mohammed Sobhi, and the others members like Mr. Amr Lisi and Mr. Mustafa Hosni, and different of public figures who cooperate and made that project. And the project, the fund of that project is on donations.
It's based on donations.
Yes.
But is there no collaboration or some sort of cooperation with other institutions, even if governmental institutions?
Sure, it will be later on. But now it's under construction. The first thing, just under construction, and we can see it. And there was a lot of videos from Mr. Mohammed Sobhi at programs that show us the city and how and what the level they have reached at.
Okay. Now what we can see now here live is that we are taking you to Kuwait to see the Arab Summit taking place right now in Kuwait. It kickstarts today and it's going to take place for 2 days. As mentioned earlier, President Adli Mansour is there, and he is to deliver a speech before the summit and tackle Egypt's vision regarding means of combating terrorism and enhancing inter-Arab relations. Of course, Qatar's relationship with other Gulf countries, in addition to Egypt, is on the talks agenda as well. Doha is in the eye of the storm, and the region's leaders are expected to discuss the row which has pitted Qatar against Gulf partners Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, of course, in addition to Egypt. Also, the Syrian crisis tops the agenda of the talks, and the Palestinian issue is also going to be discussed.
Actually, President Adli Mansour arrived in Kuwait on Monday to take part in the 25th round of the two-day Arab Summit, which starts today. President Mansour is expected to deliver his speech, and actually we are waiting for this, and this will take place at any time. Mansour will tackle Egypt's vision to activate joint Arab action, combating terrorism, and developing the performance of the Arab League. Okay, Hela, and now we can go back to our guests and thank them for their time.
We would like you to thank you very much, Dr. Walaa Wasfy. Thank you very much for coming today. You are a professor of political marketing Thank you very
I
much.
would like to say assistant teacher.
You want to add something? Please do.
Assistant professor. When it comes to professors, they are very particular in this. But thank you very much for coming, and wish you best of luck in this project. Also, Mr. Amr Osama, the head of the marketing and communication at the Canadian International College. Thank you very much for coming. Wishing you best of luck. Hopefully, we will be following up with you, we as media, because the role of the media has been raised in the symposium. So perhaps we will try to play a more positive role and be with you step by step, check out the latest developments of the project, bring in any help, ask for volunteers. Now you mentioned the bank account for anyone who is interested to help. So thank you very much for coming. Have a very good morning.
And now we'll go to Dina Yunus, who will take us to one of the historical places here in Egypt. So stay tuned.